Hello, good evening for Madam Matilda Amanda. My name is Muhammad Syafieqrey bin Masjie. I'm from DSM, Diploma Security Management. And my matrix number is 2020.8.SE01.0023. Okay. Today I want to present about the cases and effect of domestic violence. First, I want to go to introduction of domestic violence. According to the United States Department of Justice Office on Violence Against Women, the definition of domestic violence is a pattern of abusive behavior in any relationship that is used by one partner to gain or maintain control over another intimate partner. Many types of abuse are included in the definition of domestic violence. Example is physical abuse, and sexual abuse. And next, cases of domestic violence. Example, life stress. Stress is how our brain and bodies respond to demand all kinds of events, whether positive or negative, can cause stress. And stress is a part of everyone's life. Stress is usually considered dangerous, but in fact, not all stress is bad. For example, it can motivate people to complete difficult tasks. And second, stress affect more than just our feelings. It can also affect our physical health. One example is migraine or stress headache. Stress can also affect our appetite, sleep, increase our blood pressure, and more long-term or chronic stress can affect our cardiovascular, immune, digestive, and gastrointestinal system. Fortunately, there are many ways to cope with stress. Some way works better for you than others, but all can help us deal with stress in a healthy way. And second is alcohol. The harm of alcohol to the nervous system and brain. Neuropsychiatry is the most frequently reported long-term effect of alcohol in adults. Among the effects of alcohol on mental health are behavioral and mental disorders, anxiety and confusion, alcohol dependency, temporary or permanent memory loss, depression, tendency to commit suicide, psychosis. All these effects leads to domestic violence. And young marriage. Unstable emotion of young mothers can have a negative impact on the physical and emotional development of this baby. As many as 41% of marriage in childhood or adolescency are believed to be the cases of psychological trauma and the risk of developing psychiatric illness. Okay, and next is a drug or illicit substance abuse involves repeated treatment or excessive drug use. Usually it will bring extreme happiness or addiction in order to run away from reality. Next, drug or illicit substance abuse involves an inverse pattern of drug abuse that can eventually disrupt daily life. Drug or illicit substance abuse involves an inverse pattern of drug abuse that can eventually disrupt daily life. An effect for domestic violence is, example, physical abuse. Physical abuse is any act of intentionally causing injury or trauma to another person or animal by means of bodily contact. In most cases, children are victims of physical abuse, but adults can also be victim, as in the case of domestic violence or workplace aggression. Alternative terms that are sometimes used include physical assault or physical violence, and may also include sexual abuse. Physical abuse may involve more than one sufferer and more than one victim. And next is a divorce. Divorce impact the life of all parties in the institution of the household, whether on the part of the couple, children, or family on both sides. However, what is most impressive is the child who is growing up. How can a child who is still raw want to face the situation of a family that is lame at his age still does not know the meaning of life? Various negative effects faced by a child facing divorce in his family because the child's emotions are still unstable. If divorce is faced by a child who is an adult or studying, this only gives tempests to him because they are mature enough with the meaning of life. And next is mental healthy. The increase in mental healthy problems, especially among children and adolescents in the country, is seen to be at an alarming level when many cases related to the disease have been reported recently. Many mental health problems stem from within the home when environmental factors. Children have a bitter experience during childhood. Children at home will have serious long-term effect until adulthood. The culture of cyberbullying is one of the factors that makes this problem more serious. Not only can people who are bullied face stress, but people who like bullying are also a sign of violent behavior that has something to do with mental health. Such things have happen a lot to patients who suffer from depression and so on, so that some commit suicide as a result of not being able to stand the negative comment received on their own social site. Last is the conclusion. In conclusion, the issue of domestic violence will not end without the cooperation of all parties. It is an individual's fundamental right to live in life without being burdened with lingering feeling of fear that grips his freedom and erodes his identity. Things or situations that prevent a person from being able to live as an independent human being must be eradicated as early as possible. Domestic violence must be curbed from continuing to escalate, and it must be managed with the wisdom of all parties to protect the unfortunate from continuing to be in an endless vicious circle. Domestic violence has many negative effects on individuals, families, and people around because the learning will be disrupted and will have mental problems and will always feel stressed with life because of lack of love of both her parents if they are divorced. Those who fall victim to such incredible individual will face emotional instability that is difficult to describe. Unstable emotion cause them to be unable to act like other children. In certain cases, they are also physically injured, such as swelling or bruising on the body, wounds, and even broken limbs. Indeed, the wounds of physical abuse may heal, but the trauma experienced by the children will continue into adulthood. Thank you very much. That's all from me. It's a present from me. Thank you very much to Madam Mathilda Amanda. Thank you very much and goodbye.